This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll come out to the 25. At a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Running inside, it's Bishop. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Run inside. It's Bishop. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Push down for the tackle.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Running inside. It's Gordon. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They feed him again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Touchdown, Volunteers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Run inside. It's Scott. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the ground, it's Gauze. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hauls it in.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Quick stride through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Complete to start this drive. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Gordon. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Thrust that arm out. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop.
And And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the move, it's Morris. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Now from inside the red zone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line, there was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They're working that left side.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Gauze.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Complete on the left to Smith. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
NC State now operating from the red zone. Goes to the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. There's a creep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Smith with the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The kick is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Bailey. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play, and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Gordon.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Matthews. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And off from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Davis. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
The run inside. It's Baker. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Bishop.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Staley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. right. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on 3rd down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Thinking here. Now on the move. Touchdown Volunteers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. NC State going up tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Running inside, it's Gauze. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's open on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The RPO, it's complete.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. And they swarm him under. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Right back to it. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Wolfpack uses its final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead.
Snags it, and there's running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Has it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot.